大家好，嘿，希里好，希里是隻羊，Vtuber 希里です。空巴哇，大家晚安，晚上好。在今天呢，继续实况我们霍格华兹的传承。那刚刚是怎么了？刚刚就有点宕机，之后我的声音的读取就一直连不上，所以我就重开啊。不过没差，反正我刚刚也是在弄万应室。推特上有说，我今天就是开场在万应室。就今天有点小鼻塞，可能话不会太多，因为我怕一直有吸鼻子的声音。各种过敏，就是天气变化嘛。那天真的冷到爆炸虽然我是冷到今天才感觉有过敏的感觉。其实今天其实下午刚刚有讲过一次了，其实下午不会太热。问题只是在于是说明天好像会变热，后天好像下礼拜2还是3又会变热，所以大家要注意保暖。之后不要跟希里一样感冒了，我是没感冒了，还没，不要呸，我还没感冒，就是容易会有过敏症状的，就多注意留意一下自己的身体状况。我最后踩一下白线跟那个这个什么，这可以踩吗？香锦葵就多。我被迪克吓到。刚刚我回家的时候洗冲澡还没有会流鼻涕，不知道刚刚运动完洗个澡就开始各种过敏了。明明冲的也是热水啊，哭啊！那么冷我才不会洗冷水嘞。没事做，先把画都收一收。这些画收一收也是换模式，也会那个什么磨长石还是长月石、月长石啊，靠不了。就在左上，就在右上，点怎么了？就在右上还会念错。椅子不能互动，这点蛮坑的，我觉得应该。白色要可以互动会比较好一点，毕竟有人可能会想摆拍之类的那什么鸭嘴兽不是玻璃兽，欺负孩子，肇事吧？欺负孩子的话，消失吧。30秒，那这个应该好了。12秒。好了，5片，好也够了。好，可以走了。接着去魔药学教室吧，好像是白天。目前的钱，我的那个什么，突然忘记了67。 Oh dick， 那超想骂脏话的。希望出万应室是没事的。是家庭小精灵啊，不能跟他互动。
No, was it 2 pinches of Angelica or 3?
Protego.
啊。
Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
好，不能欺负他，走。好，转成白天，开始剧情。
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go. Books here. Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting. Still at it, I see. Well, repetition can be an excellent teacher.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio.
刚刚画面整个掉了，我也不知道为什么。可是我的上传显示是 OK 的啊，我完全就不知道为什么。应该不是网络的问题，好像真的就是显卡的上传问题而已。因为我刚刚是用 OBS 挡着，所以我就没注意到那边的状况。我 OBS 是正常的。今天的确有感觉特别卡，不知道是我应该是更新后没有问题啊。
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game.
废话太多了，来吧。
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court, the ever-changing game. Akio.
啊，那么弹哦。那还不简单。
My wand slipped.
借口啦，借口。现在一个保险的，不要那颗，不要那颗，我也不要那颗。啊，忘记怎么解除。 中，谢谢。哎呦，不错嘛。
All in the wrist.
啊，忘记怎么解除。
Didn't think you were a match for me. Akio. Try to beat that.
啊，太早解除。
Wait, did I win? I won!
等等，再一局。不管，我可以不去接任务，我就是要这边赢你一局。
We should have bet a few galleons on that round.
来呀
Care to go again?
来呀，
I'm game for another round.
Grand! You could use the practice.
哭啊！
Summoner's Court, the ever-changing game.
哎呦，
Nothing to it.
Akio.
哈哈哈哈哈！
Akio. Akio.
撞我！
All in the wrist.
Akio.
啊，我好像都太快停了。 有算到分吗？没有，不公平，再一局。输了就说不公平。
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
哭，总要我先吧。
Summoner's Court.
为什么都改来分多
Ever-changing
先？
game.
改来分多是作弊。
Akio.
看到。看，凑巧了。
Try to beat that.
Accio.
I'll let you have that one. Akio.
From 从这角度吧。
Not bad. Not bad. Akio.
撞啊！哭啊！
Nothing to it.
这家伙怎么突然变那么强？
Accio.
啊干！
Missed the mark a bit on that one.
怎么可能？
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
哎呀，
I'm
有种
game
赌
for
啊！
another round.
反正我只有61块。
You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
为什么又是你先？为什么？
Akio.
装啊装啊装！没装。
All in the wrist.
我就是要从奇怪的角度来。来，再。
That was one
水
for
啦
the ages. Akio.
撞！谢谢美玲，谢谢美玲。
Come on, Neander. Oh,
谢美玲，谢美玲。我美玲的胡子啊，完美。
eh. Lucky shot. Akio. Try to beat that.
可不是我这样随便都赢哎。
Accio.
赢了。
I'll let you have that one. Well done. You beat me.
还破纪录，谢谢。
Bit of good luck, that's all.
Come now, Leander, there's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale.
谁啊？他
The
有谁？
others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
耶，可以继续了。硬要打完，硬要打到赢。走喽，去找奇兽喽。奇兽老师是谁我都不知道。 干嘛得高举着右手？其实我都一直把它当那个什么别的游戏的跑步键在按。几个鼻涕。
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
哎呀，是舌吻膜，不小心就会滑
You
进
can
去
use。my brush.
那其
Just
他
be
都超可爱
gentle.
的，
Oh, and think pleasant thoughts.
可爱到爆炸哎！
I like to think it
我是说
enriches his
那个刚刚很
experience.
像豆豆鸟的，不就魔法钢刷？魔法钢刷。
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better.
舌吻膜不错。
I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
哎呀，是漂浮狗
What do
食。
you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to
哎
think.
呀，他的手真的很灵
I
活。
think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
哎呀，
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best
野心
qualities,
勃勃的舌
right
吻
after
膜。
ambition. And cleanliness.
那可以养之后改他名字
Good
吗？
work,
我的养一
everyone.
只叫舌吻
Now,
膜。
let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them.
多穿件衣服，不然一
Miss
直流鼻涕等
Sweeting,
等。
why don't you show our new student
哇，四
the
位喵哎！
measles in the farthest pen?
This way. The measles are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing. Oh.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tus peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little
它
rodent.
不是猫吗？
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
鸡排的死海这领学生，哎，虽然我也是。嘿，猫哎，
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and
人
brush
跟
the
红松毛。
measles, just as you did with Gerald. The measles really took to you.
It appears
哎，
our
帮你双毛大哥。那边那只还没味道，没有帮你双毛，没有喂你。好了，硬要喂，对不起。
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
可以养龙吗？
It was wonderful.
Good. You seem to understand that when
教
beasts
授，
are
我想养龙。
properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone.
不，
The
是
ministry,
我。
perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't
他
have
比还蛮
to.
好看的，
You were
是
an
我觉得少
augury at
数
noon in the
适合当
desert.
同学的。
I certainly
有
hope
两
that's a
优
good
先应该
thing.
就是
It's something my gran and I say.
是艾
It
德琳那个
means
妹
that
控嘛，
something
然
or
后第二就
someone
是
is a
帕
welcome
比，
surprise.
然
At least
后
that's what we
黑
decided
人可以
it
排第
meant.
三吧，
I couldn't
最后
stand
就是
there
那个
and
书
watch
呆子
them，harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar
那个
mind.
鸡排书呆子可以排最后没关系
In，light
黑人
of
至少也
that,
可以排第三。
There's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take
我刚刚吓一跳，原来是棒棒球后代，我以为是那个妹子可以喂食跟梳毛。
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy. Me.
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
哇，偷藏奇兽，好帅哦！这是凶手吗？
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
帅耶。
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to...
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been...
Perhaps. Did you know? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. You may have noticed that poachers are
但你也
something
是
of
很
a
猛的，
problem
你
in
这
the
个学生，
area,
但
so
是
I
敢
worry they
偷
could get
盗
her
猎
again.
者，而且还不是主
And
角。
I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't...
I don't often agree with Professor Howen. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them. They're up to something.
That does seem strange.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope. I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
等等，
get rid of all the Muggle-born students. Too much. What am I missing? What's wrong with us? Afraid of a staircase?
Revelio.
Tasks I'm giving you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
I'm saving up for a new broom.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift,
我
truly.
怎么有印象中我接过这个了？
I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig sting. I was...
Of course.
Brilliant. Thanks.
Couldn't you have... I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, That day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience.
他可能是韩国人，我一直觉得他长得很像韩国人。
The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before
管理
wandering
员
the
教
tower
我怎么
tonight.
在晚上偷跑，这样好
You'll
吗？
notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was
人
your
真地
age.
好，我真希望飞机跟他一
School
样
was。my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
'Alohomora.
我终于懂了，我以为是要转嘞。
Well done! You're in. Remember, Use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
This year.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda. That it?
Is someone there?
哭啊！为什么？我就不知道要怎么用了。这件形是啥？我又没学。我有学吗？我就一时间找不到啊。等下看看。我有去学那一招吗？我怎么不记得？超级不记得。所以我必须把那2个人赶跑，才有办法把卫斯理教授跟布莱克校长赶走，才有办法。楼顶有点久，早知道不要挂掉了，应该再多忍一下去想怎么用的。看从这里从头。哦，还好不用结束。哦，那一招是先见型哦。有哎，
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
要解锁咒吧？解锁咒是哪一个？Blue Mouse 不复修，幻灭。没有，看起来像开锁的、啊。Garden Level 3。
Alohomora。
哦，自己用。靠，一直按到。而且我要先动上面那一层，动到才可以。也不是。它就没有清楚一点的提示吗？也买来一个教学，告诉我怎样是会算解锁的、啊。完了，哦，莫名其妙又可以，完全不知道怎么解的，就是用蒙的。
Preparing for a rebellion. Brutes, always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and Hyssop wouldn't be so combative if the ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me.
Revelia.
Or Helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of goblin rebellion. My mark is Why don't you leave goblins alone? How dare you speak to a prefect that way? That's it. 50 house points. You know you can't do Is that a student in the faculty tower?
Revelia.
How dare you step foot in here?
同学院的放一下会死哦。 不要从头。学长，同学院的仿效会死哦。让他看。哦，还好，校医院的在。可是校医院我还是要往那边走啊。无所畏惧的冲啊！不要逼我去点天赋哦。挑战期间，真的没有了。那怎么把这个垃圾引开？可以把它挤晕吗？有点烦欸。靠腰，他在那边干嘛？他有病哦！学长，你有病要说呢？不是，道长，这个该开除了吧？这个格莱芬多的该开除了吧？这已经是麻瓜啦，开除麻瓜可不可以？靠腰嘞！硬要在这个时候也要解锁。看校长。校长，该开除这个了。这格莱芬多一看就有戏，是不是该开除了？不行，我生气了。就是要买，不管。我这一点是用在这个时候的啦。 会觉得校医院那个太难了，那很酷。不能集运，它也是个。还是我去装那个阿瓦达万用模组，这边一起把它闭了，我就可以叠上去了。看这北西干嘛回来？强行上来了，要怎么赢走这个死癌者灵啊？
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
你怎么出现在这啊
Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
Avelia.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about critics being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
难得，不应该跪那么久的。我好不容易过了上面那个有吸的格莱芬多，好不容易过了。不要再举起右手了，右手是没用的。啊，第一关有吸的格莱芬多。该怎么对付他呢？过去。嗯。
Students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention at the next match. If there is.
If I surely you have better things to do than risk detention by wandering where you shouldn't.
可是我已经碰到了，这样算我过了吧？我都碰到了。我怎么在这？
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
"还好这次重生直接帮我加开了。没开了吗？应该没有。就升级后是真的比较强一点啊。你害我好惨啊！
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alahamora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
I was surprised that you seemed friendly with a goblin.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him. About Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like...
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be tried. They should, however, be confronted and
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Spare a canut, a sickle, a galleon?
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Can I help you with something?
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she said she thought our
Well, if Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind, Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well.
We will have to trust each other. Gather whatever supplies you may need and meet me near...
Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
I could use some more.
Welcome. Come on in. Now, where was I? Right. Oh, yes. You've a good head for business, haven't you? No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtkot. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind sees things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today. Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Oh, dreadful looking place, isn't it?
Off on another adventure.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a one... Now, before you set...
It seems It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine they're alive. Let us hope that our...
What about the...
The Helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic. It inspired greatness. That is, a symbol of what... Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind.
Don't suppose you have...
Considering a dark witch was involved, the foul creature...
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our ally... I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.